Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to continue the topic that were given to us. And our topic for today is 3.4 Domain 1 Cognitive Knowledge. So, first, let us discuss what is cognitive knowledge. So, cognitive knowledge, it refers to a person's stored information about human thinking, especially about the features of his own thinking. So, here are some categories and levels of this domain. So, first, category level 1, remembering. It is the recall of previously learned information. It is the retrieving relevant knowledge from the long-term memory. So for its outcome verbs, define, describe, identify, label, match, list, name, outline, recall, recognize, reproduce, select, and state. For its learning outcome statements, recite the multiplication tables, match the word with the parts of the picture of a sewing machine. Next category is the category of understanding. It is the comprehending the meaning, translation, and interpretation of instructions, state a problem in one's own words. So it is the determining the meaning of instructional messages, including oral, written, and graphic communication. Its outcome verbs are distinguish, estimate, explain, give example, interpret, paraphrase, and summarize. So for its learning outcome statements, explain in one's own words the stages in the life cycle of a butterfly, distinguish among the different geometric figure. So the next category is the category of applying, using what was learned in the classroom in similar new situations. So it is the carrying out or using a procedure in a given situation. For its outcome verbs, apply, change, compute, construct, demonstrate, discover, modify, prepare, produce, show, solve, and use. And for its learning outcome statements, use a mathematical formula to solve an algebra problem and prepare daily menus for 1 week for a family of 6. So for the next category, the category of analyzing. So separating a materials or concept into component parts to understand the whole. So breaking material into its constituent parts and defining how the parts relate to one another and to an overall structure or a purpose. For its outcome verb, analyze, compare, contrast, diagram, differentiate, distinguish, illustrate, outline, and select. For its learning outcome statements, observe a classroom and list down the things to be improved and differentiate the parts of a tree. For the second to the last category, the category of evaluating. So judging the value of an idea, object, or material. So it is making judgment based on criteria and standards. So its outcome verbs are compare, conclude, criticize, critic, defend, evaluate, relate, support, and justify. So for its learning outcome statements, defend a research proposal, select the most effective solution, critique a class demonstration. And the last category is the category of creating. It is the building is structure or pattern, putting parts together. So it is the putting elements together to form a novel, coherent whole to on making an original product. So the outcome verbs are categorize, combine, compile, compose, devise, design, plan, organize, revise, rearrange, generate, and modify. And its learning outcome statement, compile personal records and documents into a portfolio, write a syllabus for a school subject. So all in all, The 5 categories: the understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating, might also be considered deep learning, while the category remembering might be considered more congruent with surface learning. In generalization, if you want your learners to identify the salient information in a patient case, to organize them, and then to explain how they are possibly related, you are asking them to analyze. And if you want learners to produce a care or treatment plan for a new to them patient, then you are asking them to create. And lastly, if you are asking them to define or for definitions either in a multiple choice item format or in a short answer format, you are asking them to remember. So that's the end of our report for today, and thank you for listening. Good day, everyone.